what do you know? Here we go again. We are back once more live, as live can be. And yes, this is an extra special edition of English Addict, coming to you from the birthplace of the English language, which just happens to be England. I am feeling especially excited. Do you know why? Because today is episode 100 of English Addict. Yes, if you are a big fan of the English language, well, you are in the right place, because this is just for you. Not only is this an English lesson, it is also live as well. Can you believe it? So not only am I here with you right now, I'm with you right now, live from England. Yes, hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan. That's me, by the way. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope you are feeling ever so happy, because, well, it's episode 100 and I'm feeling really happy today. The weather isn't too bad. I wasn't sure what the weather was going to do today. I will be honest with you. I wasn't sure. So I've decided to come into the studio today. You might notice outside. There is the view outside at the moment. Very nice. Oh, it looks quite sunny now. The sun is out. It's quite warm. But I decided to stay in the studio today. I don't know why. I was going to go outside, but no, at the last moment I thought, no, I'm going to do it in the studio just to make sure everything goes quietly. If you were watching last Sunday, you will know exactly what I mean by that. Last Sunday we had quite a few disturbances on the live stream, so I'm in the studio even though I have my lovely garden behind me. This is not outside. It is outside right now, but I'm not outside. So please don't say, Mr. Duncan, you're using your green screen today. Yes, I admit it. I am guilty as charged. I am in the studio, but behind me, it is actually outside right now. So I'm combining the two things together. Why am I explaining this? I have no idea why. Anyway, we are all here together again. Yes, you can catch me, by the way, every Sunday, Wednesday and Friday. That is when I am with you. From 2 p.m. UK time, that is when I am with you on YouTube. So now you know. And of course, yes, we have made it to the middle of the week. Here we are again. It is Wednesday. Do 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 do, beep 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 beep, ba 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 beep boop boop beep. Yes, it is Wednesday, and yes, we have made it all the way to the middle of the week. Very nice. I hope you are having a good day. I hope everything is all right where you are in the world. Don't forget, I am doing some extra live streams. I know some people haven't even realised yet. I'm actually doing extra live streams at the moment on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, besides my normal English Addict. So I am having a very busy month, I'll be honest with you. Am I tired? Am I worn out? Do I feel exhausted? Yes, actually. So I will be with you tomorrow, probably in the garden, maybe, I'm not sure, because the weather forecast for tomorrow is not good. I will be honest with you. We have a very bad weather forecast tomorrow. Oh, today we have a lot of things to look at, many things in fact. We have the sentence game, or should I say, the sentence game. Today we are looking at words beginning with L. So all of today's words in the sentences will begin with this letter, the letter L. L for lively. L for lucky. L for lovely. I hope you are feeling lovely today, wherever you are in the world. Yes, we have the live chat as well. Not only can you watch me live, you can also send messages to me live as well. This is incredible, Mr. Duncan. We can't believe it. We are blown away by this technology. I hope you're feeling good today. I had a lovely sleep last night. As I always say, if you have a good sleep, you normally have a good day. The following day is normally a good one. So I hope you are having a good day as well. Yes, we have the live chat. You can join in. It is true. We now have people all over the world, all around the planet, joining in right now. And you are more than welcome to do so as well. I wonder who was first on today's live stream. Let's have a look, shall we? Ooh. Hello, Mosen. Mosen, congratulations. You are first on today's live chat. Congratulations to you, Mosen. You are first on today's live stream. Thank you very much for joining me. We are also going to take a look at words connected with shopping. So perhaps when you go to buy your shopping, your groceries, maybe you need some food. We all need food, so quite often we will buy our food maybe once or twice a week. So we will be talking about shopping, going to the supermarket. We will look at some words and maybe some expressions, and we will look at some of the things you will see when you are in a supermarket. Some words connected with that thing. We all do it. We all need food. We all need things to survive. And the supermarket is quite often the place we will go to buy all of those lovely things that we love to eat. So that's what we're doing later on as well. We have you to join in on the live chat as well. Hello, Mary, Sarah. Hello, Grace Chin. Nice to see you here again. Thomas. Hello to Thomas. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How is it going? Greetings from the Czech Republic. Nice to see you back as well. Kawa. Hello, Kawa. Kawa Bean. How have you been? You see? Did you see what I did there? Bean is something you eat. But also, how have you been? How have you been? How have you been surviving? How have you been generally? How have you been? How have you been recently? Maybe your health, maybe your career, maybe your family. How have you been? Very nice. Quite often we use that as a nice greeting when we meet someone. Hi, how have you been? Hello, Beatrice. Congratulations, Mr. Duncan, on your 100th live English Addict. Now, of course, I should explain my English Addict only started a few months ago. So during the past 4 years, whilst doing my live streams, I have used different names for my live streams. So I started doing English Addict, I think around, when was it? Was it last year? I think it must have been. I think it was last year when I started doing my English Addict live streams. I'm sure someone will tell me. So here we are now at English Addict episode 100. I can't believe it. We have done this 99 times with our English Addict live stream. And this is episode 100. And I hope you enjoy it. We are looking at supermarkets, going shopping, things you might see when you go into a supermarket. Also, we will have the sentence game as well. A lot of people like playing the sentence game. And as I mentioned, we are looking at the letter L. Even the word letter begins with this particular letter. The letter L. So that is what we are doing today. And of course, if you want to say something, maybe you have a special occasion in your life. Perhaps you have a birthday, or maybe you are getting married, or perhaps you have maybe a new arrival. When we say new arrival, we mean baby. Perhaps you've had a baby. Perhaps someone in your family has had a baby recently. So there are lots of things that you can say and talk about and maybe ask as well. A lot of people ask about my work. Some people ask, Mr. Duncan, how long have you been doing this? I have been teaching English on YouTube for nearly 14 years. It's true. And I've been doing these live streams in various ways for the past 4 years. So here we are again on Wednesday, the 22nd of July. I hope this month is treating you well. Hello, Sunshine. Hello to you, Sunshine. Nice to see you here as well. Karim. Also we have Sarah. Hello, Sarah. If it is your first time, please let me know. You can tell me, Mr. Duncan, it is my first time here today. Please let me know. Tuan Nguyen says, hello, Mr. Duncan. Congratulations on your 100th English Addict. So, in fact, this is not my 100th live stream. I've done around 1,000 live streams in the past 4 years. So, over the past 4 years, I've done around 1,000, maybe 1,000, maybe more than that. However, my English Addict live streams, I've only been doing for a few months, you see. I know it's confusing. Sometimes it confuses me, to be honest. It really does. Mustafa is here. Mika O, hello to you. Watching in Japan. Also, we have, hello also to Luis Mendez is here today. Hello, Luis. Nice to see you here as well. I hope you've all had a good day so far. Here we go. It is 2:20. We have lots of things to talk about. We are playing the sentence game. If you've never seen this before, don't worry. I will explain the rules when we begin. I will tell you what it's all about. Hello, Sarah, 2290. Hello, guys. I am a new subscriber and I have found a lot of benefit from this channel. Thank you very much. And it's nice to see you here today, Sarah or Sarah, on the live stream. You are very welcome here on the live stream. Sarah, nice to see you here. Hiroko, also we have Abdul. Hello Abdul K. Wahid, nice to see you here as well. Habibullah, hello to you. Mr. Duncan, I am new here. What do you do for the first time? If it is your first time, well, can I say Habibullah or Habibullah? I hope I pronounce your name right. Welcome, and it's nice to see you here. Very good, very good, very good. Very nice to see you here. Sergio, hello Sergio. Mr. Duncan, you look great. Thank you very much. I was in the garden this week, so on Monday and Tuesday, I was actually outside in the garden. But here today, I'm in the studio. However, behind me, you can see there is a live view of the garden. So that is the garden behind me right now, even though today I'm in the studio. I seem to spend so much time explaining things. Have you noticed that? I'm normally explaining who I am and what I do. Normally I have to explain why I do this. And sometimes I have to explain where I am as well. I am so happy to join the 100th English Addict. Yes, it is episode 100 of English Addict. For all those who can't get enough of this lovely language we call English. Hello, Alessandra Abdo. I hope to explain the use of the L sound. Oh, I see, the I sound, the letter I. What are the differences between the word set and sit? Set, sit. So you can hear there is a slight change in the voice, slight change in the way that sound comes out. So your mouth is slightly more open and the sound comes from the back of your throat. I. And you can see my mouth is wider when I say that sound. I. Sit, set. And of course, because the sound quality here is quite good, you can actually hear all of the sounds as they leave my mouth. Set, sit. I will set the table. I will sit at the table. Hello to Isam. Hello, Isam. Also we have, Helena. Helena, it's nice to see you here today, Helena. Hello, also Rosa, nice to see you as well. We are going to take a look at one of my full English lessons today as well. One of my favourite full English lessons when I was outside enjoying the beautiful sunshine. So that is something we will be looking at a little bit later on. However, now we will be looking at some words and phrases connected to going shopping. By the way, for those who are wondering if you would like to subscribe, you are more than welcome to do so. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also if you want to like today's live stream, you can do that as well. Give me a big thumbs up. Very nice. So here we go, some words and expressions to do with going shopping. Every week it is something we have to do to survive. We have to go to the supermarket we have to go to the local shop. So some people are very lucky because they have local shops very near to their houses. Unfortunately, where I live, I have to go quite a distance to go to the supermarket. However, we do have some local shops here in Much Wenlock. So we have a couple of local shops that sell all sorts of things. We also have a place that sells bread. We have a bakery here in Much Wenlock. We also have a butcher. So when you go to the butcher, you will buy meat, fresh meat. And we also have one or two places where you can buy other things as well. However, today we are talking about supermarkets. When you go to the supermarket, there are many things that you will see in there. And I thought today it would be interesting to have a look at some of those things. We will also look at some of the actual supermarket names as well. There are many well-known supermarkets here in the UK. And what about you? So which supermarket do you normally go to? That is one of the questions I will be asking later on as well. So let's have a look, shall we? Supermarket words. Supermarket words. I will show you some images on the screen and I will explain their meaning. Maybe some of these words you will recognise, and perhaps some of the things that I show you, you will also recognise. However, you might not know the words that relate to those things. So that is what I'm doing today. We are going shopping to the supermarket. When you go into the supermarket, what is the first thing you do? So as you walk through the door, or maybe just before you go through the door, what do you actually pick up? You pick something up quite often. As you go through the door, you will pick up well, it's one of these. You will pick up a basket. Basket. A shopping basket. I love that word, basket. It's very syllabic, very gentle on your ears when you say it. Basket. Basket. You take your shopping basket. Some people will take some plastic bags into the shop, but normally you will use those after you have finished shopping. But when you go in, you will normally take a basket. So there is the word, a shopping basket. Some people say shopping basket. Some people say basket. A great word, by the way. You take a basket, you pick a basket up outside the shop, and then you will go into the shop with your basket. And as you go round, you will put the things you are buying, the things that you want, you put them into the basket. Another word now. You can use a basket if you only have a few things to buy. However, if you have to buy lots of things, if you have to buy many things, you will often need something much larger. Something like this. We call this a trolley. Trolley. So a shopping trolley is something that you put things in. However, you have the convenience of pushing it around because it runs on wheels. It goes around the shop on small wheels. So if you have to buy a very big shop, if you have to go into the shop to buy many things, you will need one of these, a shopping trolley. You will need to take your shopping trolley around the shop. If you have a family, normally you will use a shopping trolley. Some people, of course, refer to this as a shopping basket, which I suppose is correct. However, many people also refer to this as a shopping trolley. So often, when we say trolley, It is something that runs on wheels. Something that runs around on wheels is a trolley. Trolley. I like that word. A lot of people are joining in on the live chat. Thank you very much. So when you go to the supermarket, where do you go? Is there a particular brand or name of supermarket where you like to visit? Is there a certain supermarket where you visit? So when you go into the supermarket, quite often you will see lots of things on display. So as you go into the supermarket, there are many things that you will see around you. And quite often they are on shelves. And each shelf is actually in a straight line. We call them things. We call those things, what do we call them? We call them aisles. We call those things aisles. So this is a shopping aisle. It's a shopping aisle. You can see the spelling of that word is very unusual. A-I-S-L-E. Aisle. Aisle. So normally a walkway, a place where you can safely walk between two things, is an aisle. Aisle. So you can see on the photograph, on either side of the picture, you can see lots of things, and they are stacked on the shelves. So many things are normally stacked. They are stacked on top of each other. They are stacked up. And quite often they are stacked up very high. So you can see there is a shopping aisle. A shopping aisle. And quite often, if you go to a very large supermarket, you will see many aisles. And quite often, as you walk down each aisle, you will see different things for sale. So maybe in one aisle, you might find groceries such as canned food, things that are in tins or cans. Mohammed Ahmed says, I visit the Shepherd's Bush Market. Now, if you live in London, you will find there are many places where you can buy food. If you live near the centre of London or in one of the areas around London, you will find there are many places where you can go shopping, where you can buy food. Sometimes you might find a supermarket or maybe a market area. So the market area is a place where lots of fresh things are sold. And many people actually prefer to go to the market to buy their food because it is fresh. Fresh. So this particular word, aisle. So the S is silent. We don't pronounce the S. Aisle. Aisle is that word. Yes, you can also find an aisle in a church. So the place where you walk between the seats in a church is called an aisle. When you get married, you will often walk down the aisle before you get married. Your bride will be waiting for you at the end of the aisle, waiting for you to arrive so you can get married. Very nice. I like that. Mr. Duncan, I remember when you went shopping to the supermarket, you always end up with the shopping trolley that has a bad wheel. Yes, that's true. This is something that happens in life, to be honest. When you go shopping, have you ever noticed, quite often when you push your shopping trolley, it sometimes wants to go a different way. So you want to go that way, but your shopping trolley wants to go that way. Sometimes it is very difficult to control your shopping trolley. You are right, Vitas. Yes. That was from my lesson about jokes and humour. I remember that. And apparently so do you. Thank you very much. So you walk down the aisle, you will pick things off the shelf. You will choose the things that you want to put in your basket. You will pick things off the shelf. I don't know about you, but sometimes I am very fussy when I go supermarket shopping, especially if I'm buying things that might go rotten or go bad. So quite often I will look at the quality of the thing. I will look closely at the quality of the thing I am going to buy, especially if it only has a very short life. When I say short life, I mean after 2 or 3 days it might go bad. It might go rotten. Excuse the water. I have a slightly sore throat today from hay fever again. Go away, hay fever. Go away. So we are walking around the supermarket. We will pick things off the shelves. We will choose them. Sometimes we will look very closely at the thing we are going to buy. Maybe you will look at the ingredients, the things that are contained in the food. Karim says, I usually use the basket. So you carry the basket. You don't push the trolley. Oh, yes. Haklao. Very good. Quite often, let me show you the trolley again. If I can get it up. There it is. The trolley, the shopping trolley is very interesting because not only can you put shopping in this trolley, you can also put your child in the trolley. So very close to where you hold the trolley, there is an area where you can open the trolley and put your child inside. Maybe a baby. If you have a small baby that you're taking with you, you might put it in the trolley. You might put it in the trolley. The shopping trolley. I don't know what's happening outside. The birds seem very excited. Can you see the birds flying around? Yes, you can also use your shopping trolley as a baby carrier. It's true, yes, thank you. Thank you for that little bit of information there. I can't remember if my mother ever pushed me around. I can't remember if my mother ever pushed me around in a shopping trolley. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I was too small, you see. Racer, did the fly that you ate yesterday come out? I think it's still in there. I think it might be buzzing around inside my skull. I keep hearing this buzzing sound. Maybe the fly has decided to build a house in my skull. Well, it's a good place because there's plenty of room up there. Yes. How do you call the British English food like nuts that are not packed? Yes, we normally call that fresh food or self-serving food. So you serve yourself. You have to normally pick something up and quite often you will put it in a bag. However, nowadays, many supermarkets do not give you plastic bags to put things in, like potatoes or nuts. But yes, we normally call them self-service or self-serve. So you go up and there are lots of things for you to pick. And quite often you will put those things into a small plastic bag. However, because many supermarkets nowadays have become very aware of the environment, you see. So quite often you have to take your own containers your own things for putting things like nuts or fruit or vegetables into. You can't actually pick plastic bags in the shops now. So quite often you will have a small plastic bag that you will put loose things into. But yes, you are correct. There is normally a place in the supermarket where you can go and pick your own things. You can serve yourself. They are all out in the open. Here's another word. Oh yes, after you've done your shopping, after you have walked around the supermarket and you've put all of your things in the bag, after that, well, where do you normally go after that? You will go to this place. You will go to the checkout. The checkout. So the checkout is the place where you put all of your things through. Maybe there is a person there who is ringing everything up. Sometimes they use their fingers. Sometimes they will use barcodes. Nowadays, many supermarkets have barcodes, little things on the items, and they will just bloop, 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 bloop. Let's try again. Bloop. Hello, can I have a price check on a tin of baked beans, please? What? 48 pence. Okay, thank you. Boop. That sometimes happens. Have you ever been at a checkout when the things that you've bought won't go through? So normally they go through very easily. Bloop, bloop. But sometimes they don't. Bloop. It's very annoying. Very annoying indeed. So the checkout is the area where you put your food, the things that you've bought, and then slowly they will go through the checkout. But to do that, you need, what do you need? Well, I will tell you what you need. You need this lovely young lady. Oh, hello there. How are you doing? Have you had a good day? Has it been busy in here? Busy? Busy day? Yes, you've had a busy day today. Yeah, I think so, yes. But where is your mask? You should be wearing a face mask. You naughty girl. So this young lady, or gentleman of course, because men can also work in supermarkets. This is the cashier. Cashier. The person who puts all of your food through is the cashier. The person who handles the things that you buy, and also they will ring everything that you've bought into a cash register, which we will be looking at in a moment. We will look at that in a few moments. So the cashier is the person who handles your food. They will put the food through, and then afterwards they will tell you how much it costs, what the total is, what the total amount is. Ah, yes. Hello, Racer. Are there checkouts where you can do it yourself? You are right. Self-service. Now, that is something I haven't got today on my pictures, but you are right. Some people can actually do it themselves. You can actually go to a machine and you can serve yourself. So you will suddenly become the cashier. You will be the person who is putting the things through. And then afterwards, automatically, you can put your credit card or maybe some cash into the machine and pay for it. So a lot of people find those machines very convenient. However, there are many people who do not like self-service. I suppose you could say checkout, a self-service checkout, where you put the things through yourself. There are a lot of people who don't like using them. They feel a little afraid to use them. However, quite often people will actually go to a cashier, the cashier. You might also say clerk or clerk as well. So the cashier is the person who handles your goods. They put everything through and then they will tell you how much it costs. And that is the cashier. Cashier. When the person who is checking your food and your goods through, they will use one of these quite often. This is called a cash register. Cash register. Another word we can use is till as well. So this particular item can be described in more than one way. We can use more than one word. We can say cash register, cash register, or till. Quite often we will use the word till in British English. British English. Cash register is often used in both British and American English. So quite often we will use both of these in British English. We will use both of these words. You can open the cash register or you can open the till. Cash register. Till. Of course, one of the things to remember nowadays is many people pay using their card. So there are fewer and fewer people now using cash to pay for things. In fact, sometimes it seems very strange when you see a person paying for something with cash. I always think it seems very odd when you see a person with cash in their hand and they are actually paying for something with cash. It always seems strange because most people nowadays will use their cash card, their little credit card, or maybe they have a bank card. So it's much quicker. You can pay for things much quicker. And these days, of course, you have special cards that are contactless. So you don't even have to put the card into the machine. You can just wave your card. You can just wave your card past the machine and then the charge will go through. It's amazing. I like that. So I like the contactless. I like it when you can just take your card and go beep. It's done and I can get out of here. That sort of thing. Here is a good tip. Now here is a piece of advice that I'm going to share with you. I do like to share advice, I do. And sometimes my advice is useful, sometimes it isn't. One of my most recommended pieces of advice, a little tip for you. Never do your supermarket shopping whilst hungry. You see. Always have something to eat. Always have a lot to eat before you go supermarket shopping. And the reason is, if you are hungry and you go supermarket shopping, you are more likely to put too many things in the basket. You are likely to put many things in the basket. If you do that, if you go to the supermarket to do your shopping, your food shopping, and perhaps you've had nothing to eat, you will probably buy more things. Quite often things that are unhealthy as well. Yes. So if you do go supermarket shopping, always make sure that you have plenty to eat before you go there. And then you won't be tempted to buy lots of things, lots of junk. So that is my best advice for today if you are going to the supermarket. Always go to the supermarket, but don't go hungry. So never go to the supermarket if you are hungry. Never, never, never. Never, ever. Mustafa, when you are shopping, if you put something in your pocket, how would the cashier know that? Oh, very good. Yes, of course, there are people who go shopping, but they don't want to pay for the things. They don't want to go into the shop and pay for the things. Instead, they steal the things, you see. Oh. I'm not paying for this. I'm going to steal it. So people sometimes go into the shops, they go into the supermarket, and they will steal things, such as this hand sanitizer. Maybe someone will steal this. Maybe they don't want to pay for hand sanitizer. So they go into the supermarket and they steal it. They walk around and they steal things in the shop. We call that shoplifting. Shoplifting. So if you are a shoplifter, it means you go into the shop, you steal things, and then you try to leave the shop without paying for it, without paying for the things that you've stolen. You sneak out of the shop. I remember when I was in China. Oh, sorry, not China. Well, yes, China and also Malaysia. I did notice when I went to China and when I went to Malaysia, quite often the supermarkets will make you leave your bag. So maybe you have a plastic bag or maybe a rucksack or a backpack. Quite often when you go into the supermarket, they will make you lock your bag away so you can't take it into the supermarket with you. And the reason why they do that is to stop you from pinching things, to stop you from stealing things. That's why they do it. So that is one thing I noticed in China and also in Malaysia. The large supermarkets will make you leave your bag somewhere else. So you can't go into the supermarket with any bags. Which I suppose is a good idea when you think about it. It is a good idea. If you like what you see, by the way, today, don't forget to give me a lovely thumbs up. Give me a lovely thumb and also share this lesson with other people. You can share the link as well. Don't forget also you can have live captions as well. There are live captions right now as you watch. All you have to do is press C on your keyboard and you will have live captions as if by magic. We are talking about going to the supermarket today. Of course, one of the things to remember when you go to the shops, you have to make sure that the shop is actually open. There is nothing worse than going to the shop and then when you get there you find that the shop is not open. And of course at the moment some shops are still closed. Some are open as normal. Normally you will see a sign displayed on the front of a shop. We call them the opening hours. So the list of things you can see here are the opening hours. So this sign will tell you when the shop is open, when they are open for business. So we often describe this as the opening times, or you can say opening hours. Maybe you want to know if the supermarket is open. You might phone the supermarket. Hello there. I wonder if you could tell me, could you please tell me when you close? What time do you close? Oh, okay then. Oh, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tonight. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye. The opening hours or the opening times, when the shop is open for business. Quite often on the front of the shop or near the entrance to the shop you will see normally a sign like this saying when it is open, what time it opens and what time it closes. We often say the trading hours as well. You can say trading hours, the hours of trade when the shop is open for business. When the shop is open and when the shop is closed. Cash register. Cash register is the thing that you normally use when you are putting the prices of the items into a machine. That is a cash register. Is it correct to call it a tilling machine? We don't normally say tilling. We don't normally say tilling. We just say till. Till. So the cash register can also be described as a till. Till. T-I-L-L. Daljit Sidhu is here. Hello, welcome back. I think you were watching yesterday. Is that right? You were with us yesterday. Nice to see you back as well. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How are you? I hope you are okay. I'm not too bad. Thank you very much. I feel quite good today. We are talking about going to the supermarket. We are talking about going shopping. We will also be looking at some supermarket names. There are many well-known supermarkets here in the UK. And perhaps you could also name some well-known supermarkets where you are. In fact, I have a feeling maybe you have some of the supermarkets that we have here. Maybe they are the same brand or the same name. So we will see later on. We are going to take a look at some well-known supermarket names here in the UK. I often go to the supermarket after lunch, says Mika. Yes, quite often, if you go into the supermarket in the afternoon, quite often you will see people actually in there doing their shopping very quickly. Maybe after their lunch break or maybe during their lunch break. They will go into the supermarket very quickly and they will run around and get some things. So when they go back home after work, they will have something to eat. Another thing that people use when they go into the supermarket, of course, quite often you need a list. You need to write things down on a piece of paper in case you forget. And that is one of the things I often do. When I go shopping at the supermarket, there is always something that I forget. Always. And quite often it is something very obvious, like bread or milk. So quite often when I go shopping, if I don't have my list, I will forget what to buy. I will forget what to buy. Tomek says, I wouldn't call it waving. You just tap a contactless card. Otherwise it doesn't work. Yes, well, I like to wave mine. I like to show my card like this and I go, ooh. I do it in a very fancy way. And also I play a little bit of music at the same time on my mobile phone. So as I use my contactless card, I normally have the 1812 Overture playing. Yes, you see. So that's how I do mine. I like to wave mine when I'm using my contactless card. I like to wave the card in a very happy way. And it always cheers everyone up. Hello, Nessar. Many congratulations for 100 episodes of English Addict. Yes, we have made it to episode 100. Can you believe it? Shoplifters. A person who steals things when they go into the supermarket or shop is a shoplifter. I seem very good at it. Have you noticed? I'm very good at it. I would make a very good shoplifter. The only problem with shoplifting is getting caught. So the problem with being a person who likes to go shopping without paying for things is if you get caught, well, quite often you will get into a lot of trouble. So you don't want to do that, really. I would always suggest not stealing when you go shopping. So that is another good piece of advice for you today. Zenobia says, I love English. I'm glad to hear that. It's very nice to see you here today. I hope you're enjoying today's live stream. And yes, it is now 3 o'clock here in the UK. 3 o'clock. We are talking about supermarkets. Quite often after you have paid for your food, quite often you will have one of these. This is called a receipt. The word is receipt. A receipt is something that you take or you are given after you have paid for your food. So the reason why your receipt is very important is because you can prove that you paid for those items. You can show that to someone and they will know that you have actually shopped there today. You've been there and you've bought these items. So the items on the list and also the amount of money that you spent will be recorded on the receipt. Not only that, but also there will be the time and also the date. So the time when you were in the supermarket and also the date as well. And that is why it's always very important to keep your receipt. When you go shopping, it's always important to make sure that you keep your receipt. We sometimes call it a sales receipt as well. So you might also call this a sales receipt or maybe a sales slip as well. Slip. So a small piece of paper can be described as a slip of paper. So this can be actually described as a receipt or maybe a slip. And quite often you will get one of these when you have finished paying for your shopping. Of course, nowadays, we were talking about opening times. Of course, nowadays, there are many supermarkets that stay open for 24 hours. They never close. So there are many supermarkets here in the UK and quite likely where you are as well. So I would imagine where you are, there are also supermarkets that stay open for 24 hours. And maybe they stay open every day. So when a supermarket does that, quite often we will say they are open 24/7. 24/7. The supermarket is open 24/7. All day, every day. 24/7. Andy. Hello, Andy. Oh, Andy is talking about tomatoes. Apparently, some people believe that tomatoes, if you eat too many tomatoes, you can put weight on. I've never heard of that. I'll be honest with you. I've never actually heard of that. Oh, Beatrice says, yes, we must also leave our bag locked in almost all of the supermarkets in Argentina. So this was the thing that I noticed in China and also in Malaysia. If you ever go to the very big supermarkets, you will always have to put your bag somewhere else. Quite often they will allow you to put your bag into a small locker. And then you will lock the door and take the key. And then you go into the supermarket to do your shopping. So you will have no bags nearby. You won't have a shopping bag or a rucksack or a backpack or any type of bag, just in case you decide to steal some of the things. Here in the UK, we don't do that. I will be honest with you, we don't do that. So you can actually go into the supermarket with your bag, your backpack, your shopping bag, maybe for the ladies, you have your handbag. So here we don't do that. We don't ask you to lock your bags away. You can actually walk into the supermarket with your bags. Tomek says, people don't phone up the supermarket to find out the opening times. Yes, they do. Some people don't have computers. Not everyone has a computer. Some people don't have a computer. Some people don't have any technology, so they have to rely on the good old-fashioned telephone. Let's have a look at another word. We are almost finished. Have you ever walked around a supermarket and seen this? Oh, someone has been careless. Someone has been very careless because they've dropped something on the floor. In this case, it is a glass jar. So you can see here that there is something on the floor that has been broken, something made of glass. It looks a little bit like orange juice, maybe, or some type of sauce. And we call this event. So this situation is called a spillage. Spillage. So you will often hear this word being said when a person is trying to get the spillage removed. You will often hear someone say, cleaner to aisle 6, spillage in aisle 6. Spillage. Something has been spilt on the floor. Something has fallen on the floor and broken. Spillage. So quite often in a supermarket you will see things that have been dropped on the floor. We describe that event as a spillage. Spillage. Something has fallen on the floor and it's left a mess on the floor. Spillage. There has been a spillage. Have you ever dropped anything on the floor in a supermarket? Have you ever broken anything? Have you ever created a spillage? Spillage. So quite often someone will have to go and clean up the spillage. Spillage in aisle 4. Spillage in aisle 4. Can an assistant please go to clean up the spillage in aisle 4? Thank you. That's what they do. We are going to look at some supermarket names. Some names of supermarkets in a few moments. Thank you very much for your company today. So many people here today. Oh, thank you for joining me. It's very nice. Maybe you saw my live stream yesterday when I was in the garden and you've decided to come back and watch again. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So we have many supermarkets here in the UK, many large supermarkets. And here are the names of the most popular supermarkets. I wonder how many you have where you live. So perhaps some of these supermarkets you have where you live. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, so we have quite a few brands here, quite a few names of supermarkets. I will actually move that over there. That's better. I think we can see that better now. There we go. That's very nice, Mr. Duncan. Very kind of you. So these are the names of the most popular supermarkets in the UK. You can see Asda, Tesco, Aldi, Sainsbury's, M&S, Waitrose, Lidl, Morrison's, Iceland, and also the Cooperative, although nowadays it is known as the Co-op. Co-op. So these are the well-known stores. All of these stores that you can see here listed are the ones that we see most of all here in the UK. Asda, Tesco, Aldi, Sainsbury's. I remember years ago, I used to go shopping at Sainsbury's with Mr. Steve. We used to go to Sainsbury's in Wolverhampton to do our shopping on Saturday afternoon. Also we have Lidl. We have Waitrose, which is where we get our food from, to be honest. So we buy our food. Our food is normally delivered. So we don't go to the supermarket because it's very far away. But we have our supermarket shopping delivered to the house because we live in the countryside, very far away from the supermarkets. And also there is Morrison's, Iceland, and the Co-op. Now Iceland is a very interesting store. As its name suggests, Iceland sells mainly frozen food. So when you go into Iceland, most of the things are actually in freezers or fridges because most of the food that is sold here is frozen or chilled. What about you? Mikhail says, I had an awkward situation when I spilled yogurt on the floor. That sounds like a very messy spillage. I think so. Oh my goodness, someone is going to have to pay for that broken pot. Do you have to... Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you, Lil. That's a very interesting question. Do you have to pay for something when you spill or break it? The answer is no. No. If you have an accident with something in a supermarket, maybe you are reaching up for something and it slips and falls to the ground and smashes. You don't have to pay for it because they will class that as an accident. So it doesn't matter. So if you break something accidentally in a supermarket, you don't have to pay for it. They won't make you pay for it. Mosen says, don't worry, it is very hard to go shoplifting because they have lots of security cameras watching you. Mr. Duncan, what are you doing? You are stealing something. You are stealing hand sanitizer. You are trying to hide it behind your tie, but we can see it. We can see the hand sanitizer. It is poking out from behind your tie. You are going to prison, Mr. Duncan. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I needed the hand sanitizer because I'm a very dirty man. So I need lots of hand sanitizer. I have to put it all over my body every day, you see. Hello, Geordie. Can we use spillage for, I don't know, refer unwanted people? Spillage. Well, spillage can be the result of anything that is damaged. So if you drop something or break something, spillage is the result of something being damaged. Spillage. Oil spillage. So quite often you will hear the term spillage used when there is an oil leak in the sea. Hello, Jade. I go to the supermarket every day. Very nice. M. Youssef says, for us, we have Carrefour and Safeway. I remember Carrefour. a certain company, a certain supermarket chain. Yes, I remember Carrefour from the 1970s. I don't think we have them anymore, Carrefour. I think maybe they were bought by someone else. So when we talk about a group of shops that have the same name, we call them a chain. Chain. So you say a chain of supermarkets. So all of those supermarkets belong to the same company. We refer to it as a supermarket chain. So all of those supermarkets belong to the same company. A good example, I think Asda. Can you see Asda there? Asda. I think they are actually owned by an American company. So Asda have many branches. There are many supermarket branches around the world, and you have Asda. Asda. And if I remember right, they are actually an American company. But we have them here. Jade says, is Lidl a discount store? Yes, if you go to Lidl, apparently a lot of people like to shop at Lidl. Lidl. It's not a British company, by the way. It is not a British company. Oh, in France, I know Carrefour, Super U, Casino and Cora. I've never heard of most of those. I haven't heard of most of those except for Carrefour. It would appear that Carrefour is still around, but you don't see that particular supermarket chain here in the UK. You don't see it here anymore. Nessar says, I like frozen peas. Me too. I like frozen peas unless, of course, have you ever tried opening a packet of frozen peas? And when you open them, the peas go everywhere. They go on the floor, they roll around, you can't find them. You try to pick them up, but you can't because they're small and they keep rolling away. Frozen peas can be very annoying. They can, especially when you drop them on the floor, when you are trying to open the bag. And the peas go everywhere. Mosen. Oh, another well-known chain of stores, convenience stores, and I will talk about that in a moment. So, of course, there are large supermarkets, but also we have convenience stores as well, places that are very convenient to visit, to go into. Quite often, convenience stores will be near a place where people live. It is convenient. It is something easy to get to. 7-Eleven. You will see many 7-Eleven stores around the world. Wherever you travel, you might travel to a far-off country, but you might still see 7-Eleven stores. So that's a good one. I like that one, yes. We don't have many 7-Elevens here in the UK. I think you might find them in London, but we don't have many 7-Elevens here in the UK. But many countries around the world do have 7-Elevens. There is an interesting chain of shops. I'm going to show you now an interesting chain of shops called Marks and Spencer. Have you ever heard of Marks and Spencer? They are a very interesting shop because they sell food and also clothes as well. So this particular shop is a very famous shop here in the UK. There are many branches, many stores around the country. However, this particular shop is often known for selling expensive food. So quite often when you go to this particular shop, you will find that the food is more expensive. So most people don't do a very large shop. They don't go to Marks and Spencer's and buy many things. They only normally buy 1 or 2 things from this particular shop, because their food can sometimes be quite expensive. Marks and Spencer. Have you ever heard of that store? It is very, very popular here in the UK, although not as popular as it used to be for various reasons. So there we have it. We've been talking about supermarket shopping, places where you can go to buy food, different things you will see. Now you know the meaning of spillage. When you drop something on the floor, when you make a mess on the floor in a supermarket, perhaps you have dropped something on the floor and it has smashed. It has smashed. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will move on. We are going to move on because we are going to take a look now at one of my full English lessons. I will have a little break, and then we will be back. We are back with the sentence game in just a few moments' time. Don't go away.
Can you see what sort of day it is here? Today is a hot day. It is a midsummer's day. This seasonal period is when the days are at their longest and quite often their hottest. A hot day can be described in many ways. It's a scorching day. It's scorching hot today. It's a sweltering day. To swelter is to feel uncomfortably hot. It's baking hot today. It's burning hot. This sort of weather makes me feel all sweaty and sticky. If you stay out in the sun too long, you will burn. Your skin will turn red from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Too much exposure to harsh sunlight will literally burn your skin, which can lead to serious health issues later. Ironically, exposure to UV light is necessary for the production of vitamin D2 in the human body. So, a hot day like this can be described as hot, scorching, sweltering, dry, baking. The extreme heat is overwhelming, oppressive, harsh, and unbearable. Oh my goodness, I'm so thirsty. I feel parched. I'm gasping for water. To refresh yourself by drinking something cold is to quench your thirst. Your thirst is the need, and the drink is what will satisfy that thirst. We can also use the word thirst to show the desire to do something or to obtain something beneficial. You can have a thirst for knowledge, a thirst for social interaction. We can also use the need for food, hunger, as an idiom for want and desire. I hunger for your soft embrace. I'm hungry for success. Both hunger and thirst are often feelings that need to be satisfied. That's better. There can be no doubting just how hot it is today. It is so hard to escape the heat. By the way, the word heat can relate to other things besides temperature. We can use heat as an idiom for danger or trouble. Let's wait here until the heat has died down. To feel the heat means to be aware of possible dangers or an approaching situation that might cause you trouble. We can say that the heat is on, which means that a tough situation is happening. Then there is things are really heating up now. This means that there is tension and maybe a sense of excitement in the air. To be in hot water means to be in serious trouble. Then there is a heat, which is a round in a contest or competition. A part of a contest can be called a heat. Congratulations, Mr. Duncan, you are through to the next heat. This is a much better place to be standing. If you want to escape the harsh sunshine, then you will need to find a nice shady place in which to hide from those nasty UV rays. You need to shade yourself from the sun whenever possible. A shady spot gives you relief from the sunshine and the heat. The word shady can also mean suspicious or untrustworthy. We can describe a person we don't trust as being shady. A shady character is a person who should not be trusted. A shady deal is an exchange or business deal that is being dishonestly carried out. There are many ways to keep yourself cool on a hot day. A quick way of doing this is to use one of these. This is an electric fan. A set of blades rotate to produce a flow of refreshing air. Very nice when you need to feel cooler without making much effort. A fan can also be something you use to cool yourself off with by waving it whilst holding it in your hand. Any large flat object can be used as a fan, such as a piece of cardboard or a magazine, or even one of Mr. Duncan's old flip-flops. On second thoughts, I think I'll stick with the electric fan. It's much less effort.
Are you still there? I don't know what happened then. The phone was ringing in the house, and unfortunately it was right next to me. So I decided to close my microphone because I thought you would not want to hear that, to be honest. Here we go then. Yes, we are live, just to prove it. All of this is happening now, you see. I hope you're feeling good today. Half an hour to go. We are now going to play the sentence game. Are you ready to play the sentence game? We are going to play it, and today we are looking at this letter. So all of the missing words will begin with this letter? The letter L. Without any more hanging around, without any more waiting, let's now play the sentence game. What? What? Is it true that Sainsbury's is a place for picking up single people? I don't know. I don't know whether or not Sainsbury's is a place where you will pick up single people. I have absolutely no idea if that is true or not. The one thing I do know is it's time to play the sentence game. Are you ready to play the sentence game? Well, I am, and I hope you are as well. The sentence game today we are using, well, as you can see on the screen, we are using the letter L. So all of the missing words today will begin with the letter L. L for loser, lazy, lick, look. So here's today's first sentence game. Are you ready? Feel free to play at home. Join in wherever you are watching at the moment. Here is today's first sentence on the sentence game. Are you ready? Here it comes right now. Ooh, okay. Now this might actually refer to what happens in Sainsbury's. Well, it might happen, it might not. They had a secret something with each other. They had a secret something beginning with L. They had a secret something with each other. A secret what, though? A secret what? What did they have? It was secret, but what was it? I like the Sainsbury's supermarket very much, and I'm single. To be honest, I prefer Morrison's. It's definitely not true. Well, I've never heard of it. I've never heard that people anywhere in the world go to the supermarket to find the love of their life. It seems like a very strange thing to do. All you do when you go to the supermarket is buy tins of beans. You buy baked beans. Maybe you buy some bananas. Perhaps you buy some bread. But I've never heard of anyone going to the supermarket to buy their husband or wife or lover. I've never heard of that. That is new to me. They had a secret something with each other. A secret what, though? A secret what? Beginning with L, the letter L. It has 7 words. Yes. Ooh. Thank you, Jade. The sentence game, the sentence game. Everybody play the sentence game. Here is the sentence game right now. Love. They had a secret love with each other. Well, love only has 4 letters, you see. So I'm not sure about love. They had a secret something. A secret something with each other. It begins with the letter L. I'm still waiting for a correct answer. Oh, I didn't think this was so difficult. I will be honest with you. I didn't think this was very difficult, but it would appear that it is. They had a secret something with each other. Maybe they were in the supermarket where they keep all of the cheese. Maybe they were hiding around the corner from the Stilton and the Gorgonzola and the fresh cheddar. There were two people meeting in secret. They met. This is very hard. I can't believe no one has got this. I think I see a correct answer. Somebody's got the correct answer. They are very clever. Well done. Thank you very much for guessing the answer to today's first sentence game for this Wednesday. Yes, and it is episode 100 of English Addict. Yeah! I feel like celebrating somehow. 5 more seconds and then... Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Cockerel. I've missed you. You didn't wake me up this morning. I normally rely on my next-door neighbour's cockerel to wake me up. But this morning, it was very quiet. I don't know why. Very quiet. What is the answer? Oh, we have some correct answers. Well done. Well done to Venkat, Jose, also Mohammed, Johnny, remember me. We have quite a few correct answers coming through. Well done. Sorry, I'm just laughing at one of the comments on the live chat. It made me smile from ear to ear. So the answer is, to this one, they had a secret something with each other. Well, if you have a secret something with another person, it means you are meeting, you are getting together for a chat, or maybe a kiss and a cuddle. Ooh la la. The answer is, bing, liaison. Ooh, they are having a secret liaison. A secret liaison. They are getting together. They are meeting in secret. Maybe they don't want their work colleagues to find out. Maybe they are doing something in secret. They are having a secret liaison with each other. They are meeting together. They had a secret liaison with each other. They met together secretly. They didn't want other people to find out that they were having a liaison. Liaison. I like that word. It sounds French, doesn't it? Do you know why? Liaison. That was the first sentence game today. Shall we play again? Would you like to have another round of the sentence game? Okay, here's another one. Stand by for today's second sentence game. Please feel free to play along at home. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. This old building is something to collapse at any moment. And it begins with the letter L. The letter L is what it starts with. We're looking for the letter L. This old building is something to collapse at any moment. This old building, the building is old. Maybe it has been abandoned, and maybe it is something to collapse at any moment. We are saying that something might or could. This old building is something to collapse at any moment. Likely. Likely. That is a very good answer. That is a very good answer. In fact, I might accept that, even though it's not the word I'm looking for. So even though it's not the word I'm looking for, likely is a good one. I like that. And also it has 6 letters. But we are looking for another word as well. If something might happen, if there is a very strong possibility of something happening, there is another word we can use as well, beginning with the letter L. Hello, Richard. Thank you, Richard. Likely is a good answer. And yes, it does fit. It does fit. This old building is likely to collapse at any moment. However, there is another word, a more interesting word that you can put there instead. Instead of likely, there is another word you can use. But what is the word? It has 6 letters. It begins with the letter L. What is it? I'm giving you a little bit of extra time. So a lot of people are saying likely, but likely isn't the answer that we're looking for today, even though it fits and even though it does actually work in that sentence. But there is another more interesting word, a more interesting word. A few more moments. We have some correct answers coming through now, everyone. We have some correct answers coming through. Thank you very much for your guesses. Some of them are not correct. Some of them are spot on. Spot on. Well done. Very nice. A few more seconds and then I will give you the answer. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. It is liable. Liable. Something that is liable to happen. Something that might happen at any moment is liable to happen. So this is an interesting word. It can be used in more than one way. A person who is responsible, or maybe a person who in law is responsible for something happening. They are the person who is responsible for that thing. They are liable. However, you can also say something is likely to happen as well. Likely, liable, liable. This old building is liable to collapse at any moment. Liable. So some people say liable. Some people say liable. It is liable to collapse at any moment. That means likely. It might happen at any moment. It could happen. There is a good chance that that thing will happen soon. Very soon, in fact. So there was today's second. Would you like another one? I think we have 15 minutes left. Yes, 15 minutes before we have to go. So I think we have time for maybe 3 more. Here's another sentence game. Yes, we are playing the sentence game. The sentence game, the sentence game. Feel free to play at home with the sentence game. Here is the next one. Are you ready? Oh, this is a very interesting one. Once again, we only have one missing word. I think this is easy. Personally, I think this is quite easy, actually. The sentence game, looking for the letter L. It is only 4 letters. I think this one's easy. I think we can get this one out of the way very fast, to be honest. There is also a TV show that uses this word as well. There is a game show, a quiz show, that uses the same word. Yes. Hello, content deleted. I like your name, by the way. Content deleted. I think that might be the best name, the best username ever on YouTube. I think so. It might be the best one ever. You are the weakest something in this group. It's not male, by the way. Before anyone says male, because it doesn't start with L, you are the weakest male in this group. Ah, the times in my life when that has been said to me. So many times people have turned to me and said, you are the weakest male. Goodbye. It's a sad story, I know. Hello to An Huang. Hello, An Huang. Hello to you. Watching in Vietnam. Nice to see you here as well. We have a lot of correct answers. I thought this was easy. I did. When I made this morning, when I wrote this morning, I knew this was easy, and I had a weird feeling, I had a very strange feeling that this was too easy. So here comes the answer. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Cockerell. It's very kind of you. The answer is, yes, most of you got this right. Well done. Link. You are the weakest link in this group. Now, as we often say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So you never want a weak link in a chain, or else it will snap. So the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So if you have lots of links in a piece of chain, but one of the pieces is weak, that will cause the problem. So even though the rest of the chain, if the rest of the chain is very strong, that one link, that weak link, will cause the chain to snap. Link. You are the weakest link in this group. And of course there is a TV show as well called The Weakest Link, where lots of people compete together in a group, and then each person can vote who they think is the weakest link in the game. I like it. Sandra Gonzalez. Hello, Sandra. Nice to see you here as well. Yes, lovely to see you back once again. Thank you for joining me. As I always say, it is better to be late than never. That's what I say. Here's another one. Another sentence game is coming your way right now. Oh, okay then. Yes, we have another word. All of the words we are looking for begin with the letter L. Hello, Mr. L. Mr. L. L. This comes at the beginning of some lovely words like lovely, love, late. Sandra is late, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Today we can see your shaved eyebrow. Yes, it's this one. It's actually this one. This is the eyebrow that I shaved the other day by accident. So now I think it's more clear today. But already you can see that the hair is starting to grow back. So yeah, that was something I did the other day. I did something very stupid. I accidentally cut half of my eyebrow off because I was in a hurry, you see. I was rushing. Sometimes when you rush, you make mistakes. He came from a something family. But what? What type of family did he come from? He came from a something family, beginning with L. We are looking for the letter L in this sentence game. He came from a something family. When we use this particular word, we are talking about something that might be, I don't know, maybe something that is not desired, or maybe if you have a certain type of family background. I'm not saying anything else because I will give the word away, you see, and then it's pointless. There's no point giving you the word, or else there's no point playing the sentence game when you think about it. Yes. Large, okay. Large, he came from a large family. That is a good answer. That is a very good answer, in fact. Almost too good. It's almost too good. Yes, you could say large, but I am looking for another word, a more interesting word. You come from a large family, yes, but what if your family didn't have much money? What if your family didn't have much money? Maybe your family was impoverished. Hello, Venkat. I am new to this live stream and this is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Venkat. Nice to see you back as well. Nice to see you back. I'm glad to see that you are enjoying this live stream. And it is live for another 8 minutes. And then I'm going to have a cup of tea. Ah, yes, we're getting quite a few guesses here. Some very interesting guesses. Yes. 10 more seconds, and then I'm giving you the answer. Are you ready? The answer is, he came from a something family. We are looking for 5 letters. The answer is, bing, lowly. Oh, lowly. A lowly family. Lowly. You are describing a family maybe with little money, poor. Maybe they live with limited means. Limited means. Lowly. Something modest. A person can also have a lowly position in their job. Lowly position. Maybe you describe a person who has a very simple job as lowly. Or maybe the job they do is not very well paid. Lowly. Lowly. He came from a lowly family. Just like me. Just like me. Here's another one. I think we have time for one more. And I think this time we have 2 missing words. Oh, we're getting a little bit more difficult now with our sentence game. In fact, we have 3 missing words. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And they all begin with the letter L. All his something... All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. We are looking for 3 words, 5 letters, 3 letters, 4 letters. All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. But what? We have 3 missing letters. They all begin with the letter L. All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. But what? What are the missing words? Hello, Giuseppe. Giuseppe. Great chat, Mr. Duncan. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Giuseppe. Nice to see you here as well. English Learn. I have no money to go for coaching. Please help me, sir. Well, you are in the right place because everything I do costs nothing. Everything I do is free. So you can watch my lessons, you can see my live streams. Everything I do costs you nothing. Zero. Zilch. Ling. Nothing. Valeria says this one is difficult for me. Difficult. I think so. Mohsen. Hello, Mohsen. Hello also, Anna. Oh, okay then. Yes, okay. 1 or 2 people are now guessing the first word. The first word. The first missing word. All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. All of the missing words begin with the letter L for lucky, lose. Zazuka says liver. Liver. Interesting. Liver. Well, that does begin with the letter L. And it does have 5 letters. Liver. A very important organ inside your body. Without your liver, it is very hard to survive. Very difficult to survive. Some very interesting answers here coming through. All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. So think of your body. Think of your body. Ache. When something is aching, it means it is hurting. Hurting. Maybe you've been playing some sport, and maybe all of your something ached. But we are talking about everything. So we are talking about plural, a plural word, because you are describing more than one thing. All his something ached, and his bad something, so that is one part of the body. We are talking about many things, and then one thing, and then an action. So the last word is actually a type of action. Plural, single, action. Okay then, yes. I see. Very good. Quite a few people now are getting it right. Well done. Hiroko. I see. Hiroko. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Raisa, Johnny, Maria. The answer is coming up right now. Thank you, Mr. Cockerell. I will not need you today. You can go into the garden and chase the hens around and have fun. What? All his something ached, and his bad something caused him to something. We are looking for 3 words. The words are, and congratulations to those who got it right, and for those who don't know, here are the answers. Bing! All his limbs ached, and his bad leg caused him to limp. Limp. Ooh. If you limp, it means you can't put your weight on one of your legs because it's very painful or difficult. All his limbs, arms and legs, all of them ached. Your arms, your legs, your back, your neck, everything, all of your limbs. All his limbs ached, and his bad leg caused him to limp. And that is it. That is the last one, the final sentence game for this Wednesday afternoon. It's just after 4 o'clock. Very good timing, actually, I must say. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. I will be back with you tomorrow, by the way. We are doing one of our extra English lessons, one of our extra English live streams tomorrow. Something to celebrate the month of July. Let's face it, we all need something to make us a little bit more cheerful, don't you think? So I hope my appearance during July has cheered you up. I really do hope so. Thanks for giving us your precious time. Thank you, Osman. You are welcome. Lil says, I got 2 right. That's fine. It's okay. If you get 2 right or 3 right or none of them right, it doesn't matter because you will still find out the answer. So this game can help you in 2 ways. It can help you test your knowledge, but also you can learn some new words at the same time. So even if you don't know the words, you will still learn what they are. So this game has many uses. Thank you very much for your company today. I will see you tomorrow. But the big question is, where will I be tomorrow? Will I be in the garden or will I be here in the studio? I don't know. But the weather forecast for tomorrow is not too good. I will be honest with you. It looks as if we might be getting some rain tomorrow. So I'm just making sure. I'm just checking the weather forecast. It does look as if we might be getting rain tomorrow. That's not very good, is it? We don't want rain. Don't forget, if you want to follow me, you can. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be ever so nice. And also, if you want to give me a thumbs up, a lovely thumbs up, please feel free to do that as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for your company. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for all of your lovely comments. And of course, thank you for giving me your time. We also had a super chat today, which I do appreciate. That's very kind. Thank you very much. You can also send a donation as well if you want to help my work continue forever and ever. You can send a donation to this address, the address now that is on the screen. My PayPal address is there. If you want to send a donation, you are more than welcome to do so. Everything I do for you, and it is all done for free. See you tomorrow from 2 p.m. I will be with you. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. We've been shopping in the supermarket and we've also been playing the sentence game as well. See you tomorrow. And of course, you know what's coming next. Stay safe, stay happy, keep that smile on your face. And of course, ta-ta! Ta-ta for now.